All right, all right. That was a half of football, if you want to call it that. Arkansas
We'll
3,
call that.
Tennessee. Yeah, it's being generous. Tennessee 0, Arkansas 3. The first time Tennessee has been held scoreless in a half since the Florida game in 2019 in the Pruitt era. Not a mark you want to be hitting. An absolutely horrific half of football for Tennessee. I am Charlie Burris. That is former Vols quarterback Jonathan Crompton. And we're going to discuss it all, of course, brought to you by the good folks at Zen Sports. We'll tell you a little bit more about them in a second. Crump, man, what
they put
in
1
the
second.
world?
They put 1 second back on the clock.
Oh, they did. How generous of them to do that.
No, so what I'm saying is Arkansas's got to throw a Hail Mary.
Well, then I can be ready to change this
technically, if I'm not mistaken, they might get the ball on right at the 50.
I mean, that's where it was a turnover on downs. I mean, come on, somebody. What are we doing?
I don't know.
What are we doing?
Sorry, don't shoot me. But from a coaching standpoint, I like Arkansas' strategy here. From a coaching standpoint.
Yeah,
I'm just calling it like it is. Because, hey, what's the worst that can happen in their mind? You throw a pick in the end zone. Best case, they get a PI and they screw up and get 15 yards further. Who knows? Anything can happen.
Why not?
From a Tennessee fan standpoint, I think this is garbage, obviously. You know what I'm saying? But they've got the ball on their 40. I'm watching on my phone where I'm sitting here.
Yeah, that would be 42? A haul. This will be a Joe Milton Hail Mary, but
oh no, okay, hold on. All right, now I think that was a douche of a deal. Just in the half, they kneeled down.
Oh, they just ran douchey formation.
So douchey.
Well, Tennessee, I guess maybe mercifully Tennessee gets the ball to open the half. Next, what a horrific performance. Where do you start? I'll throw it to you. Where do you start? That sucked. That sucked out loud.
Man. All right. I'm going to kind of ping off of a lot of places in my head. First thing I see is our defense is playing not to lose rather than to win, in the sense of you can tell there's small, minute mistakes that, like in cover 4. All right. Very quick description, cover 4. Cover 4 means 4. All 4 DBs have 1/4 of the field, hence cover 4. Outside linebackers now have to get to the flats. All right. Just little things like that. If you know they're running the ball or throwing the ball a lot over the middle, cover 4 is not great. And here's why. For what Arkansas is smart in what they're doing, though. They're taking the slot receiver and running a seam route, a go route. That runs off the safety. The safety has to take that. Now they're running curl routes and dig routes and those things by the outside guy, which are just straight up beating our corner. Our linebackers not ever getting to the flat. So that's why the flats are open. Hence, they're on the half-yard line, 3rd and 15, and Carter just doesn't go to the flat. He goes to the flat. They're punting from the half-a-yard line. This could be a totally different game. Our defense has played so bad, yet only giving up 3 points. It's such I feel like a hypocrite saying that. Like, they played so bad the whole game, 223 yards or 273 yards or whatever it is of offense that we've given up, but we've only given up 3 points.
Yeah, I mean, you got to count your blessings to a certain extent.
It's hard to spit out. That is hard to spit out of your mouth and go, well, at least we've only given up 3 points. Well, our offense is just sucking you know what tonight. Like, I can't say that on air.
Like, diagnose that. Diagnose it, like, in your opinion. What's happening with this offense? You posited last week that they don't trust Nico.
What did I say at the end of the Oklahoma game? And the video even came out where Heupel leans in and talks to him. He's like, hey, man, I pulled back because our defense was playing well. I just went ahead and I throttled down. That's not a net. I'm not saying that's a slight on Nico. But, guys, he has not thrown for over 250 yards all year. They said it in pregame.
Yeah.
He's not. I think his max is like 235.
I mean,
we are a run first team, and I love that. But when you can't run the ball, We've only ran for 15 yards now. Now, granted, I think sacks counting against that is kind of crap. Side note, that I don't like that. But, hey, those are the rules of the game. So we ran for 15 yards tonight. 13 rushes, 15 yards. I'm not a mathematician, but that's like 1.1 a carry. Right?
27 if you take out the sacks. Still atrocious.
But here's the thing, though. The sacks count, though. Sacks count in total yardage.
They do, yeah.
Is what it is. It is what it is. I don't like it, but that's just part of it. If we can't run the ball on first down, why are we not throwing it?
I'm saying.
I'm just asking.
Why are we
hypothetical? I can tell you why he doesn't. Because he hasn't gained full trust in the system. That's what I've been trying to say. I think he's going to be a hell of a player. But I can tell you this, and this is wherever our Vandy fans at. Vandy, for old buddy that's been there since January, has full-blown trust and control over Vandy's offense. Nico does not have full-blown command and trust of our coaches for this offense right now. It's that simple.
Yeah, I think you may be right. And the offensive line, let's diagnose them too.
Not playing well at all.
They are not playing well in any way, shape, or form. At the same time, kind of the first and second down plays, you're sucking, and then on third down, the defense can just pin their ears back and come straight at you.
That's what I was about to go with. Like if you know that we're running inside zone or a version of inside zone on first and second down, and you know it from a defensive standpoint, guys, then third down's easy because now you know if it's 3rd and 7 or longer, we're going to throw the ball, pin your ears back. Let's go. Right. But then also look at, I know how commentators work. I know how they're supposed to sugarcoat some things. But on that third down where we took a sack, when they brought straight cover 0, and it cover 0, meaning there's no underneath coverage, like you're bringing old school Madden play in gauge 8, like you're bringing everybody. That was the easiest one to see.
Yeah.
The safety started rolling before he pointed to the ground for the snap. All other 7 were up on the line of scrimmage. Safety starts running towards the number 3 receiver. You know you're getting 0. Why are we taking a drop and just sitting there? Throw the football. Throw it. Throw the ball. That's also why we're not throwing the ball on first down, which,
I mean, you have to change something in this second half. I don't know what it is. I mean, at a certain point, you got to play with some amount of reckless abandon and just let the kid try something.
We're going to have to figure something out because think about it. What happened when Hendon came in? And I don't ever like to bring up the past like this. What happened when Hendon came in? And we took the training wheels off and was like, let's go. Why? Because he'd had over 20-something games of college football.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? I said this after Oklahoma. 2 weeks ago was his 5th ever game in college football, and most of it was kind of mop-up time. I'm counting Chattanooga as mop-up time. You know what I'm saying? Like,
do you feel like maybe an additional factor here? It doesn't seem like the wide receivers are springing open. And in that Hendon year – in 22, it was so common to just see guys schemed wide open, just standing there with nobody within 10 yards.
It doesn't hurt when you got a guy running a 4-3, but
right.
We've also said this all year. We have our deepest receiver group in the country right now, from top to bottom, that can go play and go make plays. We're not making plays. Like, I've went back and I've been very honest about our offense. I love watching how high-powered we can be, all this stuff. When Kyle just says, where's the creativity on offense? Because we're not a creative offense. We never have been.
It shouldn't have to be.
No, but we never have been. It's what I call a smoke screen. The receiver literally just turns to the quarterback. You just catch him, throw it out there, the other guy blocks. It's smoke screens or deep option routes. There's no creativity, right? It works, though. It has shown to work. But when we throw the smoke screens, you got to throw them an accurate ball.
Yep.
Like, it's just what it is. And, all right, I'll give Big Ten Jeff this. Deeper than Ohio State, preseason, yes. But after seeing how the freshmen came out and played, your 1 and 2 are better than our 1 and 2. But 1 through 5, I would take ours.
But I would almost look. You got a guy in the wings and Mike Matthews that was right there in terms of rankings that was right there with the dudes making those plays.
I'm just saying, like, buddy at Ohio State, number 4,
special player,
dude. He could be the number 1 pick in the draft today.
Yeah, special player.
Today.
Well, I mean, Williams at Alabama too.
Yes, but I don't care where number 4 goes. Like, in the sense of whatever school, he is the man the second he steps on campus. Bar none, does not matter. And how do you say it, Jeff? Is it Mbuku? He's in the shadows behind that guy. That's a sad thing. Like, that's how good that guy is. I'm giving that dude.
But maybe this
we have one of the deepest receiver groups, but we're not getting them the ball.
Yeah.
It's that simple. We're not. I mean, I don't really want to say this.
I'm looking like just to switch things up, to get some fresh blood in there, go with a Mike Matthews, see if the kid can come in and make some sensational plays, because the sort of athlete that he's supposed to be.
I'm not mad at it, but when have we even tried to take a shot to anybody?
Yeah, that's true. I mean, when you have, it's been when it's 3rd and 11 and they just come straight at you. Yeah.
You can't fault Thornton. He ain't getting the ball thrown to him.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? You can't fault Brew. He's not getting the ball thrown to him.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know any other way of saying that. Like, it's not.
The time of possession has just been brutal. Can't stay on the field. Can't get Arkansas off the field in a timely manner.
Well,
yeah. And
we know from Kentucky a couple years ago when they ran like 99 plays and we ran 50 something or something like that. Our deal is not always time of possession. Our deal is points per possession.
Yeah.
We're not getting points on our possessions. Now, granted, as crappy as we played defensively, we've only given up 3 points. Like, and I'm trying to figure out a great comment. I was just about to bring this up, and it's a phenomenal comment. Like, when have we went fast paced? Twice? Maybe? When are we just going to go? Because he won't take the training wheels off.
Can't fall into any kind of rhythm. Yeah. It's brutal.
He hasn't taken the training wheels off. He took them off with Joe Milton, but with Joe, we still couldn't go fast because he had to make sure that we were Josh made sure we were in the right whole ordeal with Milton. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
But the training rules were off with Milton. The offense was more high powered last year. I'll go to war on that one. None of us, including myself, thought it would have been. None of us thought that was going to be something one of us would say.
No, not even in it was not a possibility in my mind this season with the kid. Like, when you see some of the throws this kid can make and some of the ability that he's shown, it's really hard for me to wrap my mind around the fact that this is how they're playing. It's tough.
Before we have, we've still got a couple minutes. I'm going to do it.
We do have to hold on. We do have to do the sponsored segment. Don't forget that.
Do you?
Okay. Yeah, we'll try to end it because it should be relatively quick. We can probably fit it in at the end. So first, let's talk about who should we bet on in the second half. Who will be the player that can maybe lift Tennessee in this second half to find some kind of groove, to find somebody do something. Hello, somebody. Who will that be? Who would you bet on? Of course, brought to us by the good folks at Zen Sports. Football is back. What better way to bet on the games than with Zen Sports? When you sign up, you'll automatically earn up to a $100 no danger first wager. If your first bet loses, you'll be reimbursed for the amount of your bet up to $100. And for football season, Zen Sports is launching a revamped betting platform for both college football and the NFL. But what's better with that new look? Zen Sports is now offering NFL player props, daily promotions, odds boosts, no danger wager, same game parlays. And they even provide daily super boosts that are 16% over their Tennessee competitors. They also have a VIP rewards program that you can get comps at sporting events, concerts, even sportsbook bonuses. Go to zensports.com/VIP to check that out. What are you waiting for? Start betting with Zen Sports, and you'll receive true odds on all parlays and an enhanced user experience for all. Get going. Download at zensports.com today. If you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-889-9789. Terms and conditions apply. No danger. Wager limited. Plus 500 odds. Qualify. Boosted odds are derived from equivalent parlay bets offered in Tennessee. Must be 21 or older in Tennessee to bet. Tennessee better match my energy in this second half, because you know what I did? I nailed it. I came with the energy.
You did.
All right. So I'll throw it to you, Crump. Who are we betting on in the second half? Who can save us? You're our only hope. Who will be the savior for Tennessee in the second half?
I could go so many ways, but I'm gonna stick to my guns and stick to my gut and say my guy Samson. We're obviously going to run the football. We've got to get it. We got to get him a couple creases that he can try to squeeze one through there and make a couple big plays to kind of get some momentum, and then obviously get into the end zone.
Yep, it has to me. It's him or Nico. Somebody wake up. Somebody do something. Somebody make a play. Nico's pick a wide receiver. Brew. I mean, I'm not sure. Brazel. Maybe if Mike Matthews got in the game, whoever it needs to be. Somebody on the offensive side of the football, like wake up, and honestly, maybe Joey Halsley. Hello, somebody like call plays, do something. I'm not sure what you got to do. If you got to run that little play where you remember where they hid Jalen Hyatt behind the line of scrimmage and sprung him open and all, whatever you got to do, come with something in this second half. Because
we got to do something.
Yeah. And I'll say Nico, because it's just, man, this is about sad when you got a kid that has, the potential that he has. Let's go. Because, now's the time. Save your season, because it's all right there for you still. And I mean, Lord knows you play like this, Florida's not a given. That's for dang sure.
No, this is a game we cannot give up if we're wanting to have an actual chance. As we said, like,
you can't lose
playoffs, regardless of SEC championship part, but playoffs part, because there's always like the at-large bids are going to be huge, and SEC has a chance to get preseason had a chance to get 4 in. Alabama now, if they don't win the SEC, is going to be hard because of that Vandy loss. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's not like Georgia losing to Alabama or somebody like that. So we got to get a crap together. Long story short, I mean.
Yeah. Now's the time. It's a gut check. Gut check time.
Yeah.
You gotten kind of slapped across the face. How are you going to respond? So what were you going to say there before we?
It's just a question. It's just a question. At this moment, Tennessee fans, at this moment, would you trade Nico for Vandy's Pavia? Because that dude's a playmaker. No. You're laughing. I'm dead ass serious. That dude's a playmaker.
I mean, I know you're serious. Look.
I don't care. Look, here's where I look at it. I don't care how well you throw football, how well you run as a running back, how well you do whatever. Do you make plays when plays needed to be made? That's all I care about.
I would put
plays when they need to be made.
I would say for today, like at this exact moment.
For the
long term,
they both played all season.
Long term, no, I would not. Long term, definitely not. Today, yes, yes, I would.
Yeah.
If you said he's on loan for today, come on down for the second half, yes. But long term, no.
Here's my question. Honestly, why? Why would you not long term? Are you saying ceiling? Because you think he has a ceiling?
Yeah, I mean, I think the long term ability. I will say if the offensive line doesn't play better, I'm not sure what unfolds there. But
I'm just asking. Hey, this is just I love questions like this because obviously it's never going to happen. I love questions like this because this proves the point that everybody is trustworthy of Nico. So we got to stop dogging his ass so much.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Now, if you ask me, I would. Because that dude's a playmaker. 4th and 1. No, listen, 4th and 1 against Bama, and they run a play action, double move, know he's going to take a hit, throw a dart.
Also,
they live in
counterpoint. Hold on. Counterpoint. They lost to Georgia State 2 weeks ago. So let's not forget.
He also doesn't have the dudes that we have around him.
That's true. That's a good point.
They went to double OT with a top 10 team in Mizzou. They beat the number 1 team, and we're struggling 3-0 against an unranked Arkansas.
Well, I do wonder.
Because think about it. Well, no, but here's the way I look at it. Obviously, I'm a Tennessee homer. Obviously. Truthfully, in all honesty, Chattanooga, dog. NC State, dog. Trash is what I'm saying. Kent State, come on now.
Big time. Dog.
Do you see where I'm going?
The dog.
But do you see where I'm going?
Yeah.
Arkansas is not a bad team by any means. We talked about this off air. They're 3, 4, 5 turnovers away from being 4-1, maybe 5-0. They're a good team, but they're not a top 10. They're not a top 10 team.
I definitely did wonder. We actually discussed this on a show, I think, this week. That really this setup to jumpstart Nico's career is not really ideal. I mean, the kid has not played an SEC home game yet, and he's three games into FBS football. I mean, I guess technically Kid State's FBS too, but
but he hasn't played any. Oklahoma was the first test, but Oklahoma also played dog trash on offense. Credit, to our defense. It was.
Yeah,
but I'm just going with like, in harsh reality, we haven't really played anybody of caliber yet. Didn't play the whole game Chattanooga. Didn't play the whole game NC State. Sure, didn't play the full second quarter against Kent State.
Yeah, I don't think it's been the ideal way for him to come up.
It hasn't
come into his own.
It hasn't.
But all right, well, it's the half's about to start. We gotta bounce. We will be back. Oh, I actually saw we did get Coach Rice did donate $5. He said this is a crap show. Offense is pathetic. O-line is awful. Offense and Nico are getting exposed. I mean, yeah, I would say that's a pretty spot on comment there.
It was actually honestly, we could have ended the show after that. Legit.
Yeah.
I mean, it's true.
There's the entire thing.
All were valid statements. I mean, we're not playing well, but the best part is we're not playing well. And we're only down by 3, and we get the ball.
Yeah, go win it. Go win it. Now is the time. Gut check time.
We go win it, then we got Ford home to get into a groove.
Exactly, and I think Florida's a good place to start. Their defense is pretty wretched, generally speaking. So yeah, let's go win this game. Charlie Burris, Jonathan Crompton. We'll be back in the post game. Come right back here. A to Z Sports Nashville, A to Z Sports Tennessee Vols on YouTube, Twitter. You know where to find us. All righty. We will talk to y'all, win or lose, here in a little bit.